How's everyone doing? It's Low Heat, and in this video I'm gonna be showing you how to use Machine's internal effects to make an old school dirty vinyl break sound more clean, more modern, and add more punch to it. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and comment down below if you enjoy it and if you find it useful. Let's get right into the video. This is the break that we're gonna use for this tutorial. First of all, let's chop up the break into separate hits. I'm gonna go to the sampling page. I'm gonna do some manual chopping, so I'm gonna isolate the kick with the start and end points. Hold duplicate, hit the pad, hit the next one, and I've duplicated it on pad 2. I'm gonna change the end and starting point to isolate the snare drum. Do the same with the hi-hat. And I'm going to duplicate it one last time for an open hi-hat. However, since the open hi-hat is on top of the kick drum, we need to figure out some way to isolate this. Okay, so I'm going to go to the plugin page and start processing these hits. The internal effects of the Maschine sampler are pretty decent for a starting point in processing breaks. Let me just first pitch it down. Couple of semitones. So with the kick, go to the effects page, add some compression, some drive, slightly reduce the sample rate, adding some extra grittiness on top of that. Okay, let me low pass filter it now to get that fat classic hip hop sounding kick drum. And since we lost a bit of harmonics by filtering it, I'm just gonna add a saturator. Let's stick to the tape mode as it's not so drastic. Similar processing to the snare drum. And on the hi-hat, let's just add some compression, no need to drive it. We may reduce the sample rate and the high pass filter to clean up a bit of the low end. And what about this kick that has the open hi-hat on top? I'm gonna set the starting point a bit further into the actual kick hit in an attempt to remove this click that's in the beginning. So again, a high pass filter will be very, very necessary. Pretty decent so far. Let's go back to the sampling page and fade out these hits. The reason I'm gonna be using the fade out is because there's a lot of air from the room, noise and stuff from the recording, and the hits don't end so nicely. They are cut abruptly and it doesn't really sound that clean. So I'm gonna fade out the kick, fade out the snare, fade out the hi-hat. So the snare, since it's a bit too short now, I'm gonna add some reverb to extend it to make it sound more real. And let's try maybe with reflex. Just gonna use a tiny amount of this one. So far so good. I'm gonna go to the group level and add a transient master. So this will help enhance the attack of the sounds, add more punch, cut through all your other sounds in your mix. Adding it to the whole group, increasing the attack. And you can hear that the initial click is enhanced. And to top it off, what about a maximizer? Let me turn it down a bit. Sounds pretty convincing so far. So that was a quick way to add some punch to an old school vinyl break. Definitely let me know what you think down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.